Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I will be talking about my trip to the Galapagos Island in April 2021 during COVID. So I will explain it to you what to bring in terms of travel documents, traveling in the time of COVID, as well as how much to spend on the island. So let's get started. First off, the Galapagos Island is in Ecuador. So you will have to be flying into Ecuador before onboarding to your trip to the Galapagos. So there are two airport options. The first one is Quito, the second one is Guayaquil. Guayaquil is so much closer to the Galapagos Islands. And in my case, I was already in Ecuador visiting the coastline. So it was an obvious choice for me to fly from Guayaquil. But depending on your country of origin and the plans that you might already have, it might make more sense to fly from Quito. But you will have to make a stop in Guayaquil anyways. So what do you need to get to Ecuador and to the Galapagos Islands? During COVID, you will need first a PCR test taken within 96 hours for the Galapagos Islands. So if you're flying from abroad, it will make sense for you to take the test within 96 hours of your departure time in your home country so that you can use it to both enter Ecuador as well as going into the Galapagos Islands. And in my case, I took an antigen test to come into Ecuador, stay for 2 months, and then I took a test in one of the labs approved by ASSES, which is the official website that approves all the PCR tests for the Galapagos Islands. You will also need a safe conduct document that is issued either by your hotel, your Airbnb, or your tour provider. It is very easy to get, but make sure that you have it. So once you've entered the airport, you have to wait in line for about 30 minutes to get a tourist card just for the Galapagos Island. Upon arriving into the airport, you will see this small but eco-friendly airport that have a desert kind of landscape. You've landed, you will have to go through a local custom where you will pay $100 in cash for conservation of the island. So one thing that I found about the tour offerings on the islands is that they are pretty much the same tour, just offered by different travel agents. In my case, I visited 2 additional islands besides Isla Santa Cruz, and they are Isla Isabella and Isla San Cristobal. On Isla Isabella, I needed to take a ferry to get there, and the round trip was about $100. And the typical departure times for all the island ferries are 7 or 8 a.m. in the morning. And I would totally recommend that you booked 1 day in advance at the ticket office to make sure that you know what the departure time is and that the ferry is not totally booked. So on the islands, I did 2 tours in Isla Isabella. They are the volcanic walk as well as the Isla Tintoreras. The Isla Tintoreras are volcanic formation formed by the lava flowing under the rocks, and they cool down, which forms beautiful bridges and channels. And in that tour, I also did 3 snorkelings. I see a lot of Galapagos blue tip sharks. They are very small baby sharks. They are the reef sharks, so it's totally safe. And also a few seahorses as well, and plenty of fish. And the other tour that I did was the volcanic walk. The volcanic walk, you can expect to see a giant lava crater of 9 km by 7 km in diameters. And the walk was phenomenal. It feels like you are not on Earth anymore, so I would totally recommend that. And for that, I spent about $50. And in terms of other islands, all the ferry prices are similar, so you can expect to spend $150 per day visiting different islands. So to wrap up, I spent about $2,000 on my land tour for 9 days in the Galapagos Islands, $5,000 on the liveaboard for seven days and 6 nights. And my flight was originally $400, but because I had to change my dates as well as my destination to Quito to accommodate my diving trip, also to upgrade to premium economy, it cost me $200 more. So I spent in total $7,600 for my 16-day trips to the Galapagos Islands. But if you want, you can totally do it with $1,500 per person per week. And you're traveling with 2 or more travelers, then the cost of accommodations will go down, and you can totally do it with $1,000 a week without missing out on all the major activities that the island has to offer. So that's it, guys. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. And if you need help planning your trip, feel free to contact me. Thank you, and talk to you guys soon. Bye!